All right, what's up, incredible people? It's your favorite motivator, Mike Mallory, one of the voices of UConn, and I'm excited to be here with our first speaker for Black History Month, the incredible Miss Angela Rye. How you doing?
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Thank you so much for coming. So one thing, I was on the radio earlier, on the Motivational Jumpstart earlier, and was doing this kind of Twitter feed, but also having students call in. And one of the big questions, a lot of people know that you CNN a political commentator, you do all the incredible work in the world, but what's your why? You talk a little bit about, like, what got you involved in the legal process? Was it a certain experience in your past that says, you know what, out of all the careers I could potentially do, med, engineering, I want to dedicate my life to the legal practice and being a voice, being a change agent? What was that experience that ultimately led you to where you are today?
Sure. So I don't practice law. I think I utilize my law degree every day to inform the process. But I think growing up in a house with an educator, my mom, who was an administrator at a community college before she retired, and then having a dad as an activist, it was an easy leap. I was surrounded by a great village of Black professionals, plenty of lawyers and judges and doctors, and I had always liked arguing and making my point. And fortunately, I think because of my parents, maybe because they came of age during the 60s where, you could have an opinion, even at 3 or 4. As soon as I could talk, I remember having an opinion and being able to state what it was to my parents and making arguments and feeling heard. So I think for me, being able to do that same thing to advance causes I care about, just like my dad did, just like my mom did at work, was an easy next step.
Easy next step. So what has been one of the most fulfilling just aspects of the work that you've done, from your role with Impact organization that you have to some of the other philanthropic work you do, activist work? What has been one of those most fulfilling aspects of your work that you're like, you know what, times that I might be tired, it's long nights, but this is that why. This is where I get my sense of strength and fulfillment.
I think just like today after the speaking engagement, somebody saying that I taught them something, or they're inspired by something I said and they want to go and do, and they agree that they're tired of speeches, and they really want to be about that action. I think that is what is inspiring me the most. If I can make the difference in just one person's life, and I know that they're going to go out and do the same for somebody else, I feel fulfilled by that.
Absolutely. So with the state of array, with the new president and all this chaos that's happening, and so many people are afraid, what is that? What is just some few tips, especially for the Black community? I know you mentioned, hashtag Bank Black and some of these things that for us to look inward, just some other things to give people hope, but also say, no, it's time to fight. It's time for you to really reflect on where you are today and what role you want to play moving forward.
Yeah, I think that the 3 things I mentioned tonight, which are Bank Black, Buy Black, and Give Black, are important. I think that those are the key next steps. We can continue to fight the monster in the White House, but we're going to get tired, and at some point we're going to look back and realize that our reserves aren't there, or that we haven't taken care of home base, and so we need to take care of home base so that we have the strength to continue to fight against this goon, I call him, in the White House.
Absolutely. And I know for the essence of time, I guess just the last question I have for you, if you could just offer up any words of hope, not only just to the UConn community, but just to the people who will see this video as well, just words of inspiration, of hope to continue to fight the good fight, continue to be informed, get off of social media and just Twitter and actually say, no, let me read more, just any words that you could potentially...
I think you just named a bunch of things. I think I would start by, again, telling folks that Black Lives Matter, and for them to believe it, and to ensure that their neighbor and the next person believes it. I think that is our start.
Right. Absolutely. Well, this is a busy woman. She has another speaking engagement that she has to prepare for tomorrow. The work continues, but definitely want to thank you for coming to UConn, gracing us with your presence. And until next time, UConn, continue to be inspired and be the change. And like the motto is, be the light.